Welcome back to the GLEC conference. This is losers round what? This is losers round what?
2 or 3?
I think it's 3.
Losers round 3. And we got a match that already occurred earlier. Bethel versus Illinois Wesleyan University. And if you look at the bracket, it's going to say 2-0. And it was 2-0, but it was a very close 2-0. It was within 2 stocks both times. So this run back is going to be a really, really good one. And we're starting off with our Palutena Gus versus their Steve. And they started the Steve both times last time. And he's pretty good Steve, you know. He knows his tricks. He knows what he can do. But Palutena here has those combos that you just have to watch for.
It's just such an experience playing against Steve because, you know, every character has their normal game plan, and then you're playing against Steve, and it's just an entire new play style you have to play into Steve's hands.
Although one of the nice things about Palutena is it's not as much. Palutena has a very strict code that she follows, and that is neutral air, up air, back air. And you know, once you get one or two of those off, it's like it's almost completely done for. As you can see here, we're already at 76.
Back
91.
I know Palu's reflector is weird. Will it set the anvil back up?
That's a very good question. I don't know.
Wow.
And that back throw is just gonna take first stock. So Bethel here taking first stock for this game 1. I always say first stock is a big deal. First stock trouble.
There into the back air. Ooh, minecart.
You gotta watch out for it.
3 things certain in life: death, taxes, and Steve side B.
Yep.
You gotta be so careful of that. You're gonna get this early percent right now. The SDI is so hard to get. 47 already, just off a couple hits. Block just snuffed out the side B. That was
so. Was picked up here by Palo at the beginning, but it seems to have dwindled out as it's been snuffed out by Steve here.
Big back air right there.
We're looking for some more momentum to keep carrying on in this fight, because that's the difficult thing. Is Steve is honestly not the worst matchup, you know, until he's behind a bunch of walls mining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And once he's done that and he's just kind of killed your momentum, it just gets really rough. I don't know if they can hear us, but technical difficulties here.
Only a couple. Yeah, Palu's got a pretty decent option for dealing with those walls. Forward air's pretty safe to just break those blocks.
Yeah.
But as Steve, you know, gets further into the game, his tools get better, his resources get better. Yeah, he's got diamond tools right now, and he's got a spare.
The one thing I've never understood about Steve, and I'm kind of curious about your opinion on this one, is so for every other character that has like something, you know, like KO punch or limit break, you know, those types of options,
like a comeback mechanic.
Kind of like a comeback mechanic. When you kill them, they lose it. Why should Steve get to keep his materials? Because to me, it's like the same thing, you know. It's like Kazuya's raid. Why does Steve get to keep his X factor?
Inventory on. That's the only explanation. That definitely would make sense. Or if they implemented like
I think that would balance. Like I feel like we'd have a lot less complaints about Steve if he just lost his resources and had to start from scratch, you know, every time he died.
That would make sense. Oh, gotta avoid that up tilt back there with Diamond. That's definitely kill.
And there's
up tilt will take Steve's stock.
Yeah.
All right. Palutena 91% dangerous. Steve is gonna grab those diamond tools now. Always gotta play this as safe as she can. One wrong move, one slip up, but here we're gonna get these air loops into the up air. Not gonna chase onto the plat though. And that will kill. Steve for Illinois Wesleyan will be taking the first game, 1 stock remaining.
A good start here from both. You know, only a 1 stock difference. It's as close as you can get in a match. It's just this 1 stock difference. And so it's almost even. That's how I like to think about it. It's really, if game 2 is where it makes a difference. If the Steve can get a couple, like 1 or 2 stocks out of Bethel's next player, that's going to be a big difference compared to if our next player just comes in, takes away the last stock, and keeps moving.
Come in and clean up the best they can. Another thing I was thinking about with Steve to try to balance him out would be like, if he has wood tools, he can only get up to stone, and then he crafts the stone tools, has to get iron, and then with iron he can get gold and diamond. Instead of, you know, mining with his little wooden pickaxe, he just goes straight to diamond.
Right.
I think that would balance the character out, but we do not care about balance patches. We are Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
And, you know, it's probably too late at this point.
I mean, it's not like they don't entirely care. They patched the K-Roll clown
That's true.
glitch within days
That's true.
of that happening, but we draw the line in the sand. I'm intrigued to see who would they send into. Who do you think Bethel's going to send into Steve?
Well, I know it's going to be our Villager. And I knew it was coming up. We started Villager all day for the Steve because we knew they were starting Steve. And Villager should be able to handle it. I mean, he was taking 2 stocks off of Steve every single time.
Okay.
So it's going to be, I'm more worried about who's Illinois Wesleyan going to send in for the Villager.
Into Villager. So I'm curious to see how some of these interactions with Pocket are going to work with like both Anvil and Minecart. Because I looked over earlier.
Minecart is a mean one. He maintains the momentum of the Minecart. He either maintains it or it goes back to max momentum when he pockets it. So earlier he minecarted into the Steve, and the only thing that saved the Steve was that he had put a block up and it spiked him into his own block. But it put a lot of percent on him.
Does it still have the like the grab hitbox or no?
I am not sure. It's got a. Oh, it doesn't have the minecart grab hitbox. No, it did not look like it.
Okay, so
it's just full on rams. But if you're wanting a rundown of both teams, so for ours we have obviously you saw the Palutena. We have a Villager. We have a 2-3-3-2 Mii Brawler, which is Mach Punch, and then basic Mii Brawler tech. And then we have our top player, our Luigi, Blake645.
That guy's the GOAT.
And he's very good. Got today, earlier, in case you didn't hear, first 12 stock in GLEC playoffs history.
That's fire. He was actually giving me a couple tips over earlier about how to play Luigi.
And he's at number 34 in the state of Indiana for overall top 100 players.
Heck yeah.
And 36 right behind him is the Palutena you just saw. So,
oh, really? That's awesome.
We've got some good players here. And then, of course, you got me, Pyramithra, but... Huh? This is Sage of Fire. Brendan Trent.
Remember, this is Frankie's GOAT, bro. The only Villager player ever.
So, yeah.
How does Anvil in the pocket work? Does it just drop immediately?
Similar. I think it's similar to Bowling Ball.
Oh, doing some tricks with it. I also think Elytra should have durability.
Yes. But one of my favorite things is eventually I'm going to make a tier list of ways people take stocks. Like best character for like taking their own stock. Villager's near the top of that. If we
Riding
see
the Lloyd.
Riding the Lloyd right off of the stage is my favorite thing. It cracks me up every time.
So is Lloyd going to be best option for Villager to get rid of this wall?
So what's great about Lloyd, Lloyd is honestly Villager's best move. So Lloyd kills all momentum. You're going to see Lloyd come out a lot. Wow. Because, like, right there. It kills all momentum. It's great damage. And, yeah, so it's one of our Villager's favorites, and rightly so. You can send a Lloyd into a person, trap them underneath your net, and back throw them for a kill. It's a very good move. One of the top moves, honestly, in Villagers.
Wow, Steve going to chase all the way down there and spike with the forward air.
Down for the spike. He does not want to be done here.
I was going to say, and now he's got the diamond tools on standby. There we are. We're going to see that diamond tools come out for Steve. Villager's going to have to make something happen, try to keep the corner. There's the pocket from the minecart. Oh, the diamond back air is like one of the worst things.
That's a good attack though. Got rid of the entire track.
What frame does Lloyd come out on?
It's like 3.
I was going to say, I was watching. Ooh, threw out the minecart. Can he pocket the TNT?
Good question. I'm sure we're about to find out.
I assume he'd just stay away from it, yeah. There's a lot of interactions with TNT I'm afraid of. I don't want to, you know, find out in a GLEC match. Uh-oh, there comes the minecart. What a wonky setup.
The self-rebound minecart.
Oh my goodness, took away a balloon. Oh, popped the other one. Villager gonna make it back.
That's a good hit, plants, grabs.
Takes the minecart. Steve can still minecart again, right?
Yeah, as long as he has the materials for it, he can get another minecart.
Wasn't sure if that was like, you know, Diddy Kong Banana or Rob Gyro. Good forward air there, saving his own life as he tries to get back, but Diamondbacker does not kill.
He wouldn't be broken enough if he couldn't just get all the materials right back.
This is very true.
Oh, that's cut out.
Yeah.
Bowling ball? Going for a strike.
Wow, Lloyd Rocket! That is going to take the stock.
Response.
Villager only losing 1.
So we've got a Villager left. They've got Okay.
Okay.
I'll just wait for this then.
Why does my audio? Oh, okay.
They can still hear us, or?
I assume so. So what is Illinois Wesleyan's team lineup looking like? I know they have Delaboy.
So they've got a Toon Link. That's their top player, Delaboy. They've got 2 Kazias. Topic of hot debate on our team whether or not that should be allowed.
I was gonna say, does GLEC allow
GLEC
multiple?
allows multiple.
Okay, so it's the other
We've
league we
seen
play
both
in.
Kazias, and now we're gonna see they have a Ridley, and they have a DK. So, and they're sending in the Ridley. Kind of unexpected. We haven't seen this one yet today.
I was gonna say, I feel like a big body would be kind of disadvantageous against Villager, because that little slingshot.
He's got those fireballs. The gamer tag is
I don't know what his actual tag is.
Yeah. But we've got those fireballs that he can spit. Definitely can be pocketed. I can tell you that much.
I'm just not sure how a big body goes, or maybe this was, the best matchup instead of, trying to save Delaboy for somebody else on the team. Like,
so the matchup there is Delaboy versus GLEC 645. Good friends, so it's always interesting when they're in together because
okay, so they play a lot.
Almost even. They know each other.
Wow, big back air from Ridley.
Yeah.
Gonna take a stock already. Less than a minute in. Oh, but the bowling ball almost connecting. There's that Lloyd rocket coming out. Slingshot hits deceptively hard. Wow, nice little trap there with Lloyd at the bottom, bowling ball at the top.
That's Villager's whole game, is getting you trapped into a situation that you don't want to be in. And creating walls, and that's a good strike.
Just a lot of wonky setups, almost like a duck hunt kind of character.
Exactly. And you never see a Villager, and so I'm so glad to have it on my team because honestly, some of the most entertaining Smash games I've seen have been Villager versus any other character. It just has so much he can do, and none of them kill, but it racks up damage like you wouldn't believe.
I was gonna say, a lot of these interactions are very unique. I feel like it's never the same plan charging in. You've got the Sprout down there. You got Lloyd Rockets coming in.
And even he admits, like, he doesn't use Villager to its full potential. Because when you do that, if you look, there's also an item game that you can also have with a log. There it is.
Can you do like Z-drop combos with it?
Yeah, you can basically do every combo that you can do with gyro.
Yeah. Villager has a gyro, guys.
It just doesn't do damage like on impact, when you chop down the tree. But it's
going real low. Make it back up. There we go.
Nice recovery. You gotta be careful. He's in that high range, and these heavy characters, they hit hard. These big bodies.
Gonna have to avoid back air, side B, all those kills. All they will kill.
But he's so good at keeping that space with those forward airs, the slingshot,
Really going
and of course the Lloyd.
These slingshots are so dangerous. They hit so hard.
Harder than you think.
Yeah, for how small they are, the knockback they have. We're gonna water the tree.
He's gonna look to chop it.
The potted plant.
He's looking to chop it down.
The Lloyd rocket. Really gonna go high at the center stage. Villager's gonna try to take another one as he can.
Another one of those setups.
Oh, slingshot did not kill there.
You gotta be careful too if you're Ridley here. Watch out for that Lloyd net trap. That's a killer.
I've never seen that one. I've never watched Villager gameplay before.
So, and he catches, I think it was 3 of the fireballs. Might have just been 1, but it looked like more. And we are at 170% each.
Oh my goodness.
And still going.
I don't think I've ever seen a Villager at this high of a percent before. Villager with max rage is kind of intimidating.
I was warming him up earlier. I got him up to 190. He was living some hits. So.
Where you could be down, 3 stocks to 1, and like it's still winnable,
Right.
because you can make the biggest comeback ever.
And we've got those top players sitting in the back. We've got that Luigi, and we've got that Toon Link. Just waiting for when they're going to go in. And once they're in, it's going to be really hard to get them out.
How is that matchup between Toon Link Luigi. I feel like that'd be a little more favorite
So-
for Toon Link.
The thing about that matchup is I don't know who Deli Boy seconds, but Blake's secondary is Toon Link.
Really?
Yes.
That's fun.
So he knows how Toon Link plays. He understands all the combos, and he knows Luigi very well. And so he knows very well how his two characters play together, as anybody with a second does. And I mean, I feel like everybody, even if they don't like main a second, you know, everybody has like a secondary. They might just pull out on friendlies and stuff. And that's kind of what this Toon Link is.
You just know what they want to go for, so you know what to look out for.
And we've got the Mii Brawler coming in.
You said it's flashing Mach Punch and then
Yes.
Thrupper, Feint, and then
Flashing Mach Punch, and then basically, if you've seen a Mii Brawler play, it's the rest of that moveset. Just you know, most people just mix up Shot Put or Mach Punch, and he uses Mach Punch.
I feel like I've seen a lot more of the flaming dropkick than suplex.
Really?
Really gonna SD stock. Only a one stock difference right now. It's still anyone's game. That is the best taunt in the game.
And
I love that.
This Mii Brawler, he has the ability to just pop off, and so you got to be very careful with him because if he's focused in, he knows what he's doing, he knows what he wants to get. He is deadly. He is at that point in his game where he's starting to really figure out the character, and when you play against somebody who's right there,
That's not gonna kill. That's a little too early for that.
when you get to that point where it's somebody who's just breached Elite Smash and starts to really just understand what makes their character tick, it can be scary facing them.
Good feint jump.
That's a good feint jump.
Oh my goodness! It looks like maybe a miss.
I think it was
there.
or a buffer. I'm wondering if he went to side B when he landed, and so it got buffered after the feint jump.
But just like that, you know,
Even
Mii Brawler evening up the stock count right now, 6-6 for both Bethel and Illinois Wesleyan. It's still anyone's game. It's 6-6.
So they're gonna send in Kazi. I just know it. And this is the thing. This guy here, Amani, does not like Kazuya. If you've seen him around the venue today, he cheers on anytime he sees a Kazuya go down. So he is not going to be excited about this matchup.
I feel like everybody has that character that they just don't like, and they just, you know, pray on their downfall.
They're going DK. I don't remember if that's one of their Kazuya players or not.
I think it is. I think their DK is the one with the really long hair.
Got it. So yeah, most likely going to be Kazuya here. Band flats. Yeah.
Let's see the Smashville.
Stop battle.
Brawler.
Brawler.
Kazuya.
It's a pretty even. Kazuya's just, you know, Kazuya. He's got that DLC aura.
Yeah.
I should know. I play a DLC character. It's one of those ones that nobody has a problem with, and I'm really glad about that because
Who is it?
Aegis.
I feel like plenty of people have problems with Aegis.
People have problems with it, but not like they do with every other DLC character.
I feel like, I'm trying to think of, I feel like the only one no one really cares about because you don't see a lot of good ones is Hero.
What? All right. And so he's got a lot of practice against this guy. I mean, we put him through the ringer. I played Kazuya against him. Our coaches played Kazuya against him. Both of our top players have played Kazuya against him. He's seen so many different Kazuyas, and so he's really prepared into this matchup. But you know, sometimes that anger and that just distaste for a character can overcome a fight, and you got to be careful about it.
Just gotta be so careful. Kazuya has one move that I feel like just, his entire kit is just based around one move and how good it is. Knocks out a shield, stuns, sets up for, you know, kill options.
Well, and you got that one move until Rage comes in, and then everything hurts. Everything's gonna kill.
One for it.
Goes for suplex, not gonna get it,
and that
throw's just gonna be so low.
I hate that move so much.
Me too.
Oh my goodness, it sends it like the worst possible angle, especially for a character like Brawler who doesn't have, you know, the greatest of recovery. I see the electric.
And, you know, I've got one of those characters who can farm Kazuyas, so I don't have as much of a problem as other people do. But whenever that move comes out, it just leaves a sour taste in my mouth because, you know, I also have poor recovery. But still, just gotta keep a clear head.
Wow.
And almost a deadly miss there from the Kazuya.
Well, wave dashing is so scary. To me, I feel like that's the gap between if you're, you know, an average Kazuya and a good Kazuya is how much you approach with
suplex
wave dash.
Sorry, that's a bit.
It's fun. Both characters are pretty much kill percent right now for a lot of moves.
Yeah, and rage is just all it takes is one down B.
Like I say, that rage drive is scary. All his moves hit harder, and he's got that super armor on the down B. Looks like we're seeing a lot of jab 1-2, jab 1-2.
Oh, and that's a good recovery.
Up smash, up B from Kazuya.
Should have gone for the grab.
139 right now on Kazuya. For all he needs to close out this first stock before he loses another one.
And it takes a lot of focus because I don't know if it comes through on the microphones, but you also have that in the background. They are a big cheering team. He's got it. He's got it. And almost, this Kazuya just very confident in their ability to recover. It's very scary. But yeah, you got the cheering in the background. They like to say boom every time they get a certain hit. There we go. So you just got to really focus eyes on the screen and ignore everything else going around you and just believe in your ability to finish this fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I'm liking that. That's level 47.
Good suplex.
Not Kazuya.
And a spike when he recovers.
What was that? That was
unfortunate.
Really well played right there by Kazuya.
Grabbing a 2-stock lead for Illinois Wesleyan University, and we're gonna see the man, the myth, the plumber, Luigi.
I was gonna say, now we get to see Kazuya versus Kazuya before DLC 2 came out.
And it's gonna be interesting. So game 1 previously, he struggled against the Kazuyas here. But game 2, he just completely blew through them. Both Kazuyas, I believe. He took 5 stocks off of both Kazuyas.
Wow.
So just kind of depends on how warm he is right now and how focused he is. And I always say with Blake, the one thing is, does he take first stock? You know, does he get that first stock and get in the mindset of, okay, I can do this? Or does the other player get the first stock and he gets mad and he's, you know, oh, I should be doing better than this?
Yeah, with both these characters, it's a matter of, you know, can Luigi land the grab first or can Kazuya land the electric first, you know? I feel like that's going to be the deciding factor of both these characters. With their 0 to death, it's so scary. Both of them are so scary to approach because, you know, one slip up and you can lose your whole stock just like that.
Luigi.
Here we go, repping the purple Luigi, the Waluigi tribute.
He's so purple, as folks of South Bend like to say whenever this man's playing.
He's so purple.
He's just so purple.
I like that.
It's what gives him it's what gives him the winning factor.
I like that. I like that. It's good to have stuff like that. There we go. You see the taunt to start. There we go. The best thing about Luigi, I like, is like his ability to freestyle, like off anything. The 0 to death, you know, comes from the grab down throw, but you know, just like that, Kazuya can also do the same thing. You know, any stray hit can turn into something else. It's what I like about both characters. Is the potential to do whatever you want. Gonna fall off there with the side beam.
And I will say, both of these players trust themselves on recovery. So you're gonna be amazed by the lengths that these people are gonna go to. Luigi recovering from off screen, and there's a good up B.
That must be that percent for Kazuya. He's teaching me about that earlier. Kazuya now is at a dangerous percent. You know, early percent is dangerous for both these characters.
And that's a good point you make of him telling you that earlier. It's just incredible, like knowing that percent for every single character on the board.
But that grab is going to be dangerous since it's such a bad angle for Luigi.
And
we need the misfire. We are not going to get that.
We're not going to get it. It's okay,
unfortunate.
Okay.
Kazuya's at 87 right now. Could that be the perfect percent? Oh, doesn't look like it. We're going to follow it up with something else, though.
And you got to watch out. Everyone talks about up B with Luigi, but nobody talks about that back air, the donkey kick, as I call it. There's just so much strength in it.
There's the electric right now. Ooh, I'm going to find the follow-up. They're like going to retreat to the platform. I do like that idea. 145 right now on Kazuya. A lot of shield pressure, but not.
Yeah.
And just like that, Kazuya's going to get it all. Is going to take the stock off of Luigi.
He's calm and collected over there, not letting it get to him.
Wow. Oh, but the good parry right there on the jab.
Somebody rewind the stream and take a screenshot of his eyes lighting up pure yellow on that kill screen, because that was crazy.
There's anger in those eyes. Well,
and so now we're gonna see. Do I think can 3-stock Jelly Boy? Yes.
I was going to say, you know, Luigi's one of those characters, you know, what we were talking about earlier, if you're, you know, down 1 stock to 3, it's still winnable. Anything can happen. If Luigi lands 3-0 to death within the first minute, that's just game.
Right.
It's so crazy. This is Smash Bros.
This is, yeah. And these two characters, not many people's top picks. Deli Boy and Blake.
See the two leg. All right, I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. Obviously, it's not going to be as hype.
It's gonna be good.
No,
Never
it's a lot off those bombs.
Never discount a determined Luigi player.
That's true.
You know, you said best taunt for V-Brawler, but I gotta say, I do love Luigi's too. 'Cause he's gonna get 15% in real quick, and that's the focus here. Every time I go in with only 1 stock left, the key that you have to keep in your mind is you can't let that percentage build up. Because a lot of times, especially with Toon Link, sometimes the playstyle is if you can tank the damage, like take it and just keep outputting it. Don't just play the runaway game. But when you've only got 1 stock left, you can't take the damage. You can't just sit there and let it build up.
I was gonna say it's all just a mentality on how you're gonna play this, though. Because you know, there's some people they're on their last stock. You know, I've got nothing else to lose, so I'm just gonna go all in and do as much damage as I can before I go out. That down B looking dangerous, but Billy will BI that well. Not gonna die. 122%. Got the bomb in hand. I know Toon Link gets like a lot of his effort off
good
of bomb.
Cyclone.
The Cyclone will take the
Dangerously
stock.
high percentage, but
Billy Boy
not
is at kill
out.
percent. Funny enough, that upper is going to be dangerous for Luigi. 126. Going to retreat to the ledge. Ooh, that Cyclone mash is going to get punished with the forward air.
And that's going to be game 1. Like I said, it's always like within 2 stocks. And it's all about that order, right? We saw Palutena go down to the Steve, and that really changed things up. Because Palutena stays in, Ridley's not going to have a good matchup against that. DK's not really good against Palutena. The Kazuya's are, it depends. Both Kazuya's struggled a little bit with Palutena before, but Steve was able to take out Palutena. Boom. That went down. That the game just like kind of, because it really depends on, and I feel like it's subtle, but the player that it kind of controls it for, oh, why can't I think of what it's called? For Bethel is that Mii-Brawler, because Mii-Brawler's not going to go in and beat Steve. Mii-Brawler's going to struggle against Kazuya, but also Mii-Brawler's going to go in and do well against DK. Mii-Brawler's going to go in and do well against Ridley. Like, that's kind of where we saw the scales tip.
It's just a matter of
Illinois Wesleyan's favor.
Can you figure out what Illinois is going to send first, and can you send in the right player for that? You know, if they send in the Steve, you get to send in the Villager.
And
you know,
I'm sure what they're thinking right now is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm probably going to see Steve again. I think we go Palu again because he didn't do poorly. It's just a couple of like unfortunate timing things, a couple of unfortunate situations that he got stuck in. He definitely had that upper hand first stock, and then he just kind of lost it as he started to get the diamonds and stuff. So I think there's a chance. It's going to be a close one. This is a good, what are we in, semifinals?
Yeah, this is loser semis right now.
It's going to be a good loser semifinals no matter what. Thanks.
It's such a, it's just awesome.
And either way, if we look forward into the future, either of these teams have to face Manchester next, and that's just a whole beast in and of itself.
The first seed of this entire bracket.
With the upset to Cleveland State University, and both of those teams super close. Now, Bethel didn't get to see Cleveland State this semester. We did get to see Manchester. We did lose to Manchester.
Tiffin actually had quite the opposite experience. We saw CSU, but we never played against Manchester.
And so, yeah, both teams are just hard to conquer. And honestly, you could switch over, as it shows with the upset, like you could switch over the 1 or 2 seed, and it would make no difference.
Yeah.
I think they based it off of strength of schedule, and I think it's because Bethel being at the 3 seed and Tiffin being at the 4, I think is what decided the 1 and the 2 seed. Kind of, because that was the kind of matchup, and I don't think they faced each other during the regular season, and so, and as you can see, like that doesn't change much because Cleveland State. Got it.
Because Cleveland State did drop, or yeah, I think they dropped a game to Illinois.
Got it. And so, yeah, so just like both teams are super good, either one is a beast to match up against. In this game, fun fact, my little sneak peek into earlier in the year, we were supposed to play Illinois Wesleyan earlier in the year, but they had other things going on during that day, and they kind of lost track of the schedule, and so they had to forfeit. And so we beat them by forfeit. That's why they're sitting at the 6th seed, because as I'm sure you can tell, 6th seed does not really fit them.
They're a very strong team.
I think they would have jumped to 3rd. We would have dropped to 4th. I don't think our schedule was good enough to be higher than Illinois Wesleyan. Yeah. So it would have moved them either up to 3rd or 4th, and then Bethel would have either stayed at 3rd or dropped to 4th. And that would have made a big difference in the day, honestly.
I was going to say, that would have changed up a lot of the bracket paths. Like, the first match would have been between, Bethel and Ashland then.
Yeah, and we never saw Ashland. And so, yeah, it's the small things in a season that make the biggest difference. Like I said, they scheduled something on the same day and didn't realize it, and suddenly couldn't play the game, had to forfeit. Now they're in the 6th seed, and they're playing from the bottom, trying to work their way up.
Or, like, I know Tiffin, we had 2 weeks. Like, we were scheduled to play against Muskingum, but they had to drop out, so we just didn't have a game that week. There was another team, or there was another, like, bye week we had. Oh, it looks like we are jumping right into it.
We are jumping in, and we got
Palu versus Steve.
Palu Steve.
All right, this is the same matchup from the first round, but,
Running it back.
Could it go different?
Absolutely.
On the PS2 this time.
The stage where boys become men, as I like to say, PS2.
I feel like this is just the default stage a lot of people just go to. You know, hey, you want to start PS2? You know, if they're Donkey Kong, you just say no. Yes, this is Digital versus Gus.
Yes.
I actually met Gus. Very, very nice guy. Actually met him at my first LAN I went to. Oh my goodness, before it.
Got that teleport.
Saved the jump.
And yeah, we were talking a little bit, but while that was going on, that atrocious up air from, or up tilt, I think it is, from Steve is just deadly and gets you into high percentages. If there's no way to escape it, it's like +2 on every single
Who
move.
thought that letting Steve walk around, like spamming up tilt was a good idea? And then with gold, it becomes frame 4. Come on now. Oh, but a good back air from Palu. Not going to take the stock. Digital will be out.
And he's, that's the one thing you need to watch out with Gus is he is hungry for kills. He will chase you down. Even there are some times where you'll be dead anyway, and he'll still go down and make sure that it happens.
Finish the job.
He'll make sure the job gets done. And he's just getting rid of that TNT, saying, "No, I'm not dealing with that right now."
It's hard to work around those setups.
And Steve looking for diamonds, wanting to get there as soon as possible, in all of his free time.
Back edge so far. Going to rebuild. There's the diamond right there. Now, will he crap the diamond, or does he assume he might lose the stock soon and just save it for the next stock? Gus will take the first stock of Steve, but just like that, going to answer there, get the up smash in the middle of the air because we can platform in a platform game. It's okay though. Just going to find these early air loops right now.
Good forward air.
Back air. Like that. I like that.
And a good reflect. Catching the Steve off guard for sure.
Forward air will spike. Gonna try to block him off. Not gonna get it though. That's another thing that's like you have to account for when you're playing against Steve, is that when he blocks off your recovery, you know, what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna recover high, land on the blocks? Are you gonna be able to break the blocks before you get back? Especially if you have a teleport, you know, no hitbox on your recovery. If he blocks it off, that's a good F smash right there. Very
Still
close
very
game.
close, yeah.
Finding the nair.
And no diamond too.
That's true. Not a lot of mats right now. Only has the wood tools. Just trying to get any little bit he can. He's got iron in the pocket. He's going to use it on the mine carts. He's going to craft some better tools. We're going to stick with the wood, you know. Oh, going to craft an anvil. That's another thing you have to look out for when you're playing Steve. You know, be aware of how many materials they do have. And if you're playing as Steve, you know, you can't just spam minecart if you don't have any materials. We are going to have the gold come out now.
Good grab again.
Very scary. Those moves are fast. They hit hard.
Ooh.
Almost
Almost dangerous there.
the anvil coming down. Steve has 1 stone in his pocket right
And
now.
a good explosive flame, and he's going to go for the finish, but
I was
not
gonna say he's
quite.
gonna be able to capitalize on that because Steve can't anvil from the air. He has no iron right now. But up tilt back air, and he's gonna hurt.
live.
He's gonna live that though.
Gus is very good at DI. He's the one that teaches most of the team here, like how to have good DI and what direction to go for each move in the game. And so he will live longer than you would expect.
Goodness, both characters getting at very higher percents. Steve looking a little safer. The parry on
Good
the
parry.
smash. Not
And
gonna
I
follow
don't
up.
think he saw that coming, so that's why he kind of went for the escape.
Back air gonna knock Steve off stage. The minecart is gonna hit hard, and that is gonna kill. Powered up by the redstone. We are gonna see a.
Are we gonna see Villager again?
I was gonna say we're gonna see the same scenario as the first game with Steve holding on to 1 stock going into Bethel's next player. I assume they'll send in Villager.
Yep.
And see if he
And they are.
can clean this up without losing a stock this time. You know, that'd be really good for them. I assume we'll see a lot of pocket, a lot of those Lloyd interactions that no one's ever seen. You know, it would be an interesting matchup. Duck Hunt Villager. How would that work? Could he, if he pocketed?
Sage of Fire. Sage of Fire.
If he pocketed Duck Hunt can, would Duck Hunt be able to like throw out another one or no?
I do believe he can, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The way that I think about it for that is like for Aegis, you can catch Aegis's sword, Pyra can throw another side B. So a lot of those moves that is kind of like dependent on that, they can get it back. I think the only one that you can't get it back is like K-Rool's
Crown.
K-Rool's crown, maybe.
Rob Gyro.
Maybe Gyro.
Diddy Banana. You can't throw another one if you hold on to it. We Fit Soccer Ball. Actually, I was watching a matchup between We Fit and Villager, and if Villager, pockets the soccer ball, We Fit can't do anything about it and just has to play the entire game without a side B. It's just unique interactions like that that you only learn about by playing this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I got some Animal Crossing music. Got some bedtime music for this bedtime story of a matchup right now.
And this is going to be a spacing matchup, which means, folks, buckle in. It's going to be a long one.
Get your nightgown on. Get your little nightcap. Get the bed ready.
But
We're in for a long match.
Villager, one of the few characters that can really just pressure Steve while they're over there mining, trying to get all their materials in. And it's really because of that slingshot, that super powerful slingshot that nobody expects to have as much power as it does.
Is there any actual difference between forward air and back air?
I do not believe so.
It's the same exact move. It's kind of like the Mega Man.
Yeah.
Oh, got to be careful. We'll get spiked by forward air. Villager gonna have a. Villager does have
And
a
a
very good
good-
recovery though.
good-
Yeah, get on the rocket. It is like my favorite thing ever. Oh, gonna
And-
pocket the minecart though. I do like
Pay
this.
attention to that.
That will come out later. Oh, the anvil drop.
And a good tech off the stage there.
Throwing out the
He's gonna throw
minecart.
the
I like
minecart
that.
out.
That's hilarious. Steve does have diamond tools now though, so oh wow, that was
And the
good
tree
interaction.
planted into him, right?
I didn't even see the sapling there. Just one of those things, you gotta be
Usually-
aware of.
Usually I point out every time I see the tree, but I've just been so...
It's kind of like Snake C4. Just got to be so careful of it. Wow. We saw
Good
that's
response
the
there.
interaction that lost the game last.
Yeah! Sorry.
And
My bad, it's
Villager,
my team.
Villager will hold on to all 3 stocks this time. Going into Illinois' next player. That was really well played.
My apologies to anyone with headphones on. I just screamed in the microphone because I got really hype about my team. And we're even now.
This is good. This is the position that Bethel wants to be in. You
Yes.
know? Now the stocks are even. The problem is, though, Illinois does have the slight advantage of they choose who they want to send in into the Villager.
Right.
Which,
And we saw Ridley last time, but also Ridley only had, was it, they only get rid of 1 stock? Or was it 2?
No, Ridley upbeat the wrong way off stage and lost
That's
the game.
right.
They only took 1 stock. So, we might see a Kazuya here. I'm not sure how that matchup is. That's one of the new
That
guys.
is one of the Kazuyas.
I was gonna say, I don't. Maybe I don't know those tags. That's a new player.
If it's the :3, then it is that one.
No, that's not the same person.
It's not?
No,
Oh.
that's the other one. Well, this is not the colon 3 Kazuya.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Red. I don't know the names.
And you know, you can't see it on the screen, but this guy uses gamepad.
Oh, really?
I don't know how you figure out. I don't know how you figure out that you're a gamepad player.
I do not like those players.
But
They have a
got it.
They have
Okay.
a cheater button.
That tells me a little bit more. Yeah.
They have a cheater button of perfect DI every time, and it makes me mad. But, you know, it's got to be hard to play with those, you know. Or if you're just accustomed to playing like that, you are going to see Kazuya from Illinois.
And I mean, Villager's advantage here is his spacing. Being able to be fast and be everywhere at once is going to make a big difference. As well as Tree works as a wall, and a lot of people underestimate that. But if you get stuck next to that wall, I mean, you're in for a beating. You're going to get bounced off of it a lot.
It's almost like mini Steve.
Yeah.
Wow. But,
A lot of Villager players.
Wow, pocketing the laser. Okay.
Fun fact, a lot of Villager players, when Steve was released, switched to Steve.
That's funny.
Because Steve is basically just better Villager.
But Kazuya gonna find just a couple moves there. And Villager's already at 80%.
Nice
We saw
throw.
the frame trap with the Lloyd into the grab back throw, and that is gonna take first stock right now. Villager just setting the tone for what could be expected for the rest of this game, you know. Now Kazuya's the one who has to fight an uphill battle.
And there's some things that we haven't even seen yet. Villager can go under the stage and balloon all the way to the other side and start hitting you from the other side. So, like, Villager is just so capable of maneuvering around people, and maneuvering around different play styles. Surprised he didn't go for the grab there.
The electric upstairs will take first stock off of Villager. Another thing I saw, like, attempt to happen but didn't get out is that, you know, Kazuya has a reflector of his own. So, you know, if you send back the Lloyd rocket, send back the slingshot, kind of weird. Yeah,
I didn't think it was character.
yeah, just double dash forward into and just A, and he does a little kick, and it reflects back.
There's a grab. Surprisingly not. I thought I knew my teammate.
He's right there. There's the
Got
reflector we were talking about.
And we're going to plant a tree on the edge because
We're
this
gonna
works
pocket
just
the
like that
laser.
wall.
Wow.
And drop ball, bowling ball.
Extended the hitbox off of the tree and then onto Kazuya. Kazuya gets in the electric there. I love seeing the Kazuya laser come out of the Villager's pocket. That's funny.
My favorite one is you can pocket one of Sora's Thunderbolts.
Really?
Yes.
That's funny.
And it is so funny to watch him because, like, the cloud goes with it. So you just, like, pocket an entire lightning bolt cloud. But that's neither here nor there. Trying to use these big damage moves, Kazuya kind of realizing he can't really, he's not getting a lot of that damage in by just, like,
gonna hurt.
Yeah. He's realizing, like, he can't really just kind of, you know, get a punch in here or there like he can with a lot of other characters. And so Kazuya is adapting here, going for a lot of his special moves. Will it be enough, though? That is the question.
Villager's sitting nice and comfy up here. You know, got the percent lead.
And that's what Villager likes having ledges because he loves to ledge trap. You got the bowling ball, you got the slingshot,
The tree.
you got the flower pot,
Anything in the pocket.
anything you pocket. Like, you can just sit, if there is a ledge, you can just sit there. And Tree is down. He's gonna pocket. Oh, he missed the pocket.
We'll get the pocket
Into
for
the
that
Lloyd.
laser, though. I want to see a kill get in the pocket. Kazuya will find the electric. Tree gonna block the way though. Kazuya gonna follow up. Wow, a lot of shield pressure there. I don't know if you saw the laser came out of Villager's pocket there.
Oh,
Wow,
he's gonna.
Oh my goodness! And with the good
Great
DI right
DI.
there. Oh, I didn't get the pocket.
He did
on
not
that
get the
laser.
pocket.
Ball jump. Just knock Kazuya back. A lot of slingshot pressure. Send Kazuya off 137 right now on Kazuya. Got to be very careful with the bowling ball here. Villager will find the down smash.
Yeah!
And the forward smash will take Kazuya's last stock. And right now, Bethel's in the lead right now, up a whole stock right now. This is very big for them. Villager played that
Big
very
deal.
well.
This is the first time today that the Villager has survived through a second character.
Heck yeah, you love to see that. That was.
Will this call out Deli Boy? That is my question. And they're talking about it right now. They're really.
I don't know. How is Toon Link?
The issue there is the pocket, but right there, I'm thinking more sheer strength, sheer ability to play Smash, right? We can't see chat.
Mine doesn't
I
work
bet,
half
is
the time.
Decidueye going crazy right now?
What?
He's got it.
The bowling ball is
Love
so
bowling.
good.
You know, so those people, this is all, well, Baby Yoda, Decidueye, Summer, and Waluigi here are all related to our villager player.
That's funny.
So they are hyping up their brother and or son in the chat.
You're right. And it looks like we are going to see the Deli Void come out early instead of anchoring.
I'm kind of new to this game. I'm really good at predicting. I'm really good at predicting who comes in. And so I feel like this is, we're trying to call out the Luigi. You know, I think that's what the goal is.
You say now, the honestly, you know, Villager only has one stock, but a lot of the pressure is on Deli to hold on to. Sorry, excuse me. Is to hold on to all 3 stocks here.
Right.
You know, he doesn't want to go into Luigi at a
He has
disadvantage.
not yet gone into Luigi with all stocks, with Luigi having all stocks remaining. He's definitely not gone in down. So, could be a game changer here. And the thing is, not a lot of characters are faster than Villager. Toon Link is one of the few.
I think it's really funny is that like both these characters are tiny,
Yeah.
so it zooms in a lot on the gameplay. Yeah, it's a lot off the
And
off of the bomb.
actually, Villager can use that to their advantage because you can plant the tree and then get close and not be able to see. If he's going to grab that boomerang and send it right back, and not quite able. And he's going to take one off
the
of
stock.
Team.
That is so unfortunate if you're streaming right now. Wow, I like that combo. 99% on Villager, but you know, he's living his best life right now. He's furthering the lead for Bethel.
He
This
is.
is the situation that he wanted. Just gotta be careful here, right along the stock and possibly take another one. A lot of teammates get hit very hard. It's a tiny little character. Real good for that bomb. I know bomb fair is true. Applied shield pressure with the Lloyd.
And there's
Snipe
the
with the
pot.
flower pot. Forward air. Not gonna kill though.
And
We're
he's
gonna
gonna
pocket the
pocket
one
the arrow.
singular arrow. It's gonna do 900%. Oh, bomb up air will take the stock.
Still, getting one off of Deli Boy is no small feat.
I was gonna say, you know, Villager may have lost the battle, but currently is winning the war for Bethel.
And we're going to send in
sending
our
the
Brawler.
So, how is Brawler team?
I don't know how it is matchup-wise. I know it's well practiced. And like I said, our top player has a secondary team. This is. Has a secondary team. So it's not like he's getting bad practice against it. You know, not going to be quite to the level that Deli Boy is, but still going to show him exactly what he's going to be looking for.
So is the goal here for Brawler to win the game, or merely, you know,
I think
whittle
it's get
Deli
him.
Boy down?
I think it's get him down to one stop. Because who's left for
Illinois is
a DK,
Ridley, or another Kazuya.
and those are all good matchups for Luigi. I think.
So the idea here is to just get Deli Boy.
Get him to a point where it's going to be easy, as he's going to get rid of that shield.
Skittle shield right there. Wow.
Ooh,
Good
suplex.
there. Looks like he just got hit by one.
It's a thing we do during our stream. Usually there's one of the tiny cameras in the corner is the announcers.
That's fun. Take some notes, take some notes.
And another factor that you have to remember is any character with good aerials, such as P-Brawler here. P-Brawler has pretty good aerials. Those aerials also grab items, and so you think bomb's scary, right? But the ability to grab that item away from him just by going for any attack that you would is a huge deal, because it's not like regular Link where he can detonate it whenever he wants to. He's got to be strategic when he throws it out, because if it's in the air, it's going to be taken from him. I'm not going to fix it.
We are going to see Tunic all the way up to 113%.
And I was about to say before that there was no damage taken by our army brawler here, and then I was like, I'm not saying that. I'm going to let it happen naturally.
Just don't want to jinx anything. Up smash not going to crack through the shield there. Gotta be careful here. Tunic's really good at setting up these traps too. Boomerang high, arrow low, and then it forces Brawler to get grabbed right there.
Right.
It's just a matter of can you weave your way through these projectiles and get in.
And a missed grab there, unfortunately. He's got to stay in it. Again, I say, honestly, all he needs to do is take one.
Didn't have
He
a
lost
jump.
his jump.
That is
It's okay. He's just got to take one.
The goal here is
I'm
one.
confident. And there's a good mock punch.
That will take a stock.
Along with Army Brawler, I'll die on this hill. Mock punch is better than jump hit.
I like it. I think it's a cool move.
It's a mix-up. It's a mix-up factor. It's a surprise factor. Good spot dodge there. And Toon Link is almost a quiet killer. You see damage happening, but you kind of don't register it until suddenly you're up at 100, and you're like, how did I get here? And it's just those bombs and boomerangs and arrows, and he's just sending out constantly. And these little dink and dunk hits
rack up so much percent.
Until he's right at the point.
Forward air will take the stock.
But he took one.
I was going to say, Brawler may have lost the fight, but he got Nelly down to one stock. Now Luigi can come in.
And we know Luigi can just come in and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 done. You know.
Hopefully come in and take a clean stock here and just move on to Illinois' last player. I assume that was the game plan, Mission accomplished.
I think that's what it was. It was your job is go in. It's not necessarily win. If you take a stock, you've done your job. He did. His job is done.
So
keeping us alive.
We're gonna see. It's funny. We're gonna see an opposite scenario of last game. Right now, Luigi has 3 and Toon Link only has 1. So I'm intrigued to see how it's gonna work this time. I assume Luigi gets the grab at 0. That could just be game right there.
Well, and I've noticed he tends to not go for it against Jelly Boy. So I'm wondering if just all of those ranged options are too dangerous for him to go up against.
Okay.
You can see smiles on their faces. They've done this before. They're ready to do it again. And I feel like that is the progression of Smash players. You start out strangers, you become enemies, you end friends. You see somebody enough, and you're like, I enjoy playing against this person.
At the end of the game, we're playing a party game.
Yeah, we are playing a party game.
It's for fun. Obviously, you got the trophy at the end of the road. Making friends, having a good time, being here at LAN is what it's all about.
And I'm a big fan of LAN games. Online can be
7
fun.
rings in hand. Yes.
Do you think they agreed on that, or do you think it was one of the... I know we got a big Sonic fan on the left side of the screen.
I hope they agreed on that. That's my song of pick right there. 7 rings in hand.
And so you can see long day, both of them tired, beaten up a little bit.
All right, we're going to jump right in now. We're getting the run back, but a little different this time.
The ideal here, I want to throw it out there, the ideal is Luigi ends with 3 stock. I would say our Luigi versus the rest of their team with 3 stocks on either side, Luigi's going to win that 75% of the time. So if he can keep all 3, it's going to be a really big difference here, and it's going to make a game 3 more palatable and more likely.
Luigi's got some really good areas here to protect in the air, but he's going to box right back. He's got all these projectiles, but all of his games are still quick, and they still hit plenty hard. And he's got that nether grab, devious. Luigi already at 84%. But Luigi will find a grab. He's going to follow up to 70 right now on Tink. The ledge pressure up.
And another
find
good
the grab.
grab. And there it is!
And that is going to take the stock. And just like that.
I said, I have faith in Blake.
One of the best victory screens, in my opinion. That's one of my favorite. And just like that, we're going to see a Luigi versus, looks like a Kazuya, both at 3 stocks.
Yep.
For game 2. This will decide whether or not we see a game 3. This is the other Kazuya. Is that Funny Man? Funny boy?
guy?
I don't know. Funny guy. Every other word.
Guess which Kazuya is this?
This is not Tenchi. This is Big Funny.
Funny guy? Funny guy.
All right, all right.
Thanks, guys. Yep, we're going on an even here, and you know, you got to keep a cool head. Kazuya can get on your nerves, especially with those up tilts. Very annoying, and that can make a big difference in the game. But like I said, it was only that first game against them that the Kazuyas made a big difference. So should be a good one to finish off here.
Load 0 to the end characters. All right, all right, all right.
You can see both of them at the same time taking deep breaths, closing their eyes, saying it's okay.
I'm going to hit my 0 to death first. I got this. Top left there, but we'll find the grab. Electric. Ooh, not going to be able to find the good chase off. Cyclone, not going to connect.
Cyclone's dangerous because...
That move is so dangerous. Grab is so dangerous. Luigi will make that back, though. Very good for him. He's going to with this up air string. Chase with the there, find the grab.
And there it is.
Yeah, we'll take the stock. Very strong statement there from Blade. You know, he wrecked on so much early percent, but just like that, he took the first stock.
And he's going to survive that grab.
Kazi's going to chase though, answer the forward air, just like that, you know, it's even. Both characters second
And
stock.
I don't know about you guys at home, but I am on the edge of my seat here.
This is the big one for Bethel right now. Blake needs this to send to a game 3 against Illinois. They made all the good decisions they did. They predicted who's going to go where. Playing their heart out right now. All of the pressure is on Blake 6-1. Oh my goodness. Holy Kazuya's corny.
Using that super armor to his advantage to get through.
He phased through it. He's invulnerable. Got those iframes on electric. So frustrating. We'll find the down throw up B and kill again. He's got that percent memorized. You know?
It's almost to me like this is gonna sound crazy, but like we mentioned, very similar play styles. You know, Luigi was Kazuya before Kazuya was Kazuya, as he is gonna finish it off.
And just like that,
hold on,
Luigi will close out game 2 for Bethel. And look at that, another 2-stock deficit.
2-stock deficit. Headed to game 3.
Game 3.
Oh my goodness.
This is gonna be a sweater now.
To me, it's like in Cars when it's at the beginning of the movie when they're like the veteran, the rookie, and the runner-up. That's what this feels like when you see Luigi and Kazuya on screen, because Luigi is the veteran. Luigi did Kazuya things before Kazuya did Kazuya things. But Kazuya is that rookie who's like, I can do it better.
Exactly.
I'm new to this game,
moves.
and I can beat you at this. And, you know, shout out to the veterans here as Luigi is showing how it's done.
This is a good match. I'm really glad I got to step in on comms for this one.
I'm shaking. I'm
sure you are.
I'm excited.
It's the winner of this gets to go play Manchester for losers finals, right?
And we've got, the funny thing is we're also like close friends with Manchester. So Manchester's going to be, if we manage to get out of this one, either team is going to be a difficult one. But I feel like it'll almost be for a couple of our players just a breath of fresh air going up against Manchester. People we know, people we're friends with, we're close to. Literally like 2 weeks ago, one of their coaches, Gus and I went and hung out with them just over at Dave's Hot Chicken and just had good food and conversation. And so that's part of what I love about the Smash community. It's just so close. It's just tight-knit, and I feel like there's no anger.
What?
It's rare.
I don't like anybody.
It's rare that you get a person who is like gonna be, you know, unkind in the Smash realm. And so yeah, but we got another game here, and
who do you think? Do you think they're going to change up? Because for both games, they've sent the same lineup of Steve Paulu for the first round. So, you know, who do you think that they're going to lead with? Are either teams going to change up their
I
lineup?
think it's very likely that Steve still goes. I'm wondering if we see Villager. I mean, very good showing from Villager in this past game, not losing to that Steve. You think? So our man in the chair back behind us says Kazuya and Villager, and I could see it. Steve Palutena.
Oh man, who's surprised by this? Running it back one more time, and you know maybe Gus will break the curse right now and come out on top.
The thing about Gus, he likes playing against matchups that's not good for him. He likes practicing against them. to him, it's more impressive to win against a matchup that's supposed to be a losing matchup than it is to do super good against a matchup that's in his favor. And so he really he practices Steve a lot. Steve's not in a good matchup for pretty much anybody.
A lot of character. What are Steve's bad matchups?
I think we've talked about this before on our team, and I believe his lowest is a -0.5.
Start battle.
There might be a -1. I forget who it was though.
There's some characters that it's just.
I think Rob might be a -1 for Steve.
I'm picking up Rob, I guess. Tiffin had the same problem earlier with Duck Hunt. I looked it up. Schultz. I just have to pick up Schultz for some of these obscure matchups that you don't see a lot of. All right, and we're starting off doing 3. Yes, this is digital. This is Gus. We're going to start off strong with these up tilts. Oh my goodness, already Gus at 55%. Back a little forward air. Now let's see, put these zeros. Going to get some nair loops. Follow up with a back air. Percents are even right now. I'm really liking this. Going to knock Gus off. Going to build this little wall. Try to get some mats. Hit through the blocks. Yep, that's fair. Anvil.
So I'm going to throw it out there. Steve's unfavorable matchups are Zero Suit Samus, Min Min, Sephiroth, and Shulk, which, fun fact, are almost the exact same for Palutena. The only difference is Min Min is not an unfavorable matchup for Palutena.
Wow.
So I think this is a pretty even one.
I think we should just both pick up Schultz at this point. Now we're going to catch Steve out of the minecart there. Try to get the explosive flame. Knocking him back with the down tilt. I like that. Steve off stage right now.
And we're back right next to each other.
Ooh, tries to get the drag down there. The up tilt. Up smash. Gus going to take first stock right now for Bethel.
And now he's going to have that momentum.
There we go, 39%. And he's got the rage for it. Steve's going to knock Palu off stage. Try to get some more mats. Craft up.
He's up to stone. And, he's actually doing a really good job. I just noticed this. Controlling those materials and stopping him. And he's given him some time here, which is a little bit dangerous. But up to that point, he had not gotten enough iron to craft materials with iron until just now. And that's a big deal when you're going up against a guy like Steve, because he keeps all his materials. So that's saying something about how he was controlling the match in that first stock. As he's going to get the second one.
Catch 85% early stock right now. Gus at max rate, just sending the message. So why doesn't he craft the gold there? He's got the ingot.
I'm wondering if he needs more than 1 for gold, but I could be wrong.
Okay. I'm not sure. I saw it only crafted stone seals. Is going to get caught by that. Wow.
And he reads that perfectly. Gus is locked in here.
Just playing like a completely different animal.
That makes sense.
2 games.
You won a 3 stock, but very unlikely at how high it was.
And we are going to see the gold tools now from Steve. He's going to rack up these up tilts right now. Up 61%. Steve is so dangerous.
Good recovery there.
High. We'll find the nair. Knock Steve off stage. Gonna get the ledge. Turn up the S-Man.
He's going to push him back off.
Down tilt.
And a good shot there.
Goes for the nair.
And not able to recover.
Not gonna
but
make
that's
it
okay.
back. I think he got footstooled there.
Yep.
Forward smash. Not gonna go anywhere though. He just tech off his own blocks. All right. 139 right now on Steve. Gus gonna look for anything he can to try to take the stock. Forward tilt not gonna do it though. Gonna go off stage. Steve gonna make it back though. Try to get with these up tilts. Ooh, his axe
definitely
breaks.
think
Diamond tools, up air, and that will kill.
And I will tell you here first, this makes a big difference.
I was gonna say.
So we've been hyping up Luigi a lot. 34th in the state of Indiana. Very good, obviously. To be clear, Gus, 36th.
He's right there behind him.
He's right there behind him, and he's got a good matchup into. I think Paolo's got a good matchup into DK. He does have a good matchup into Kazuya. I don't know Ridley because who plays Ridley? And okay, and Toon Link is just gonna be. It's just gonna be the same situation with Luigi, and they're gonna send in the Kazuya. Funny guy Kazuya here.
We got these Tiffin goons behind us. Hey, game starting.
Game starting.
Red. I did that. Yo, name change from the top.
Yep. Funny Guy is in for Illinois Wesleyan.
And finding some early nair loops.
I think it's really interesting that they chose Kazuya, because Kazuya does have that X factor of like can kill whenever he wants, but he doesn't. He's got to get in, and Palutena's got so much range and so many good options for him, including like, you know, Kazuya's weakness. When people are like, "Oh, Kazuya doesn't have a weakness," he does. It's his slowness in the air, and having something like Explosive Flame, one of those things that sticks around and is really big and hard to get around. It's just really good for dealing with somebody like Kazuya, because he cannot maneuver around it.
Down tilt forward smash, just taking the stock right now.
Only 23% in for Palutena.
Funny Guy.
Funny Guy.
Gus, you know, he's still going to hold on to that stock and see if he can try to find another one off this Kazuya right now. The electric can follow up. Wow, Explosive Flame just holding the shield pressure. Probably get the grab. Electric up smash,
but
that
he got
will
one.
Take the stock. But,
He got one.
Gus has already done his job and then some. Got 4 stocks for Bethel, or from off of Illinois. You know, put Bethel in the lead. Now we get to counter pick into the Kazuya. Will this be the Villager?
I do. Well, so I think it'll be interesting. We do like to send in our me brother against Kazuya, because it's not a bad matchup, you know? And if he can get 1 or 2 off, I mean, 2 off here would end it, and it's not out of the question. So honestly, for the first time in a while, I don't know.
Not be able to use the foresight to figure out who they're going to send in.
That's a good point. Maybe that's why I'm so good at predicting him, because my character has foresight. And it's going to be a big discussion here. I do think it's going to be Villager.
You know who does foresight better? Shulk. Just switched to Shulk already. Just drop the Aegis.
Does he actually have foresight?
His counter or whatever.
Oh, okay.
His future sight. I don't know what it's called.
Bayonetta also has foresight.
What is it?
Well, that's I.
No, I'm talking Shulk's ability to see into the future. Yeah.
I play Aegis. I know that he has foresight.
I'm talking about Shulk's. Yeah, I'm talking about Shulk's, like, you know, ability to see in the future, like you see in the trailer for Smash.
I don't know. I've never played a Xenoblade game. Fun fact. We'll go with my history. I was a Joker player when I picked this game up last semester in about April, and then I only got that DLC, like Precognition. And so I only had DLC 1 over the summer, and I used Joker, and I saved up my money to buy DLC 2 at the end of it, and I was like, you know, I'll just try a couple of characters here that I just think look interesting. And I went online, and I went on a 3-win streak with Aegis the first time I used them, and I went, I like them. This is like Joker, but better. I'm gonna... This is Age of Fire. He's learning.
See, funny enough, when I first came to Tiffin, I was not big in a competitive Smash at all. And I just picked Luigi because I thought he was funny. And then in the fall, when I actually came in to like play for real, I picked up Incineroar.
Brendan, wrong name. Wrong tag.
Might have a wrong name here.
2 wrong names, actually.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, so, and I've bounced around. I was a Rocket League player. Then we signed on all Grand Champs and SSLs, and I said, I'm not doing that. I don't know if you know, but Apex was tried in CAC for a little bit, and I was like,
Holy dead game.
So, first of all, 0 hours in Apex. I said, I'll do anything to not play Rocket League. Put me on Apex. And then at the end of this past semester, I was like, Apex died. We were like, we're not dealing with that. Games would go till like midnight. And I said, you know who always has fun? You know who I never see frowning? Is Smash. Maybe I'll try out Smash. Never going back. All right. And so we got through our technical difficulties. We got the right names.
And we are going to see the Villager into the Kazuya.
Spacing and speed. That's the name of this game here.
Notice he's opting for this older Villager. I think he was the one with the funny eyes last year.
Fun fact, he almost never goes. Sometimes it'll just be like the day, like he'll have a day that he just uses one specific one, but he almost never does the same skin. I have seen him use every Villager skin. In his words, they're all good, so he can't pick one.
I like how
In my opinion, this one is the best.
good tech there. They all have like normal names, you know, Larry, Barry, Gary, or whatever, and then the one is like Destroyer of Worlds. It's the one with the funny looking eyes.
And trying to get the tree tech there, but Kazuya moved over around it. And that's kind of the X factor that Kazuya has, is his super armor on his moves makes it hard to kill him off stage, which is what Villager is good at. Villager's good at getting you off stage and then kill
There's
him.
the jab, that will clean up. Kazuya only at 69%. Their second stock. Slowly bringing it back for Illinois. Villager gonna do what he does best. Sit them back, throw out these projectiles.
Hot Lloyd combo for that damage. And Rage is up.
We are gonna see the bowling ball though.
And that, my friends, is what we call a spare. And so, gonna get that stock.
Ooh, Kazuya is gonna crumple though. Ooh, the Dragon Fist, and that is gonna kill.
So we're even here, 1-1.
Holy corny character. We'll find the grab. Electric. Up on the platform. We'll find the electric again. Nair. Electric. Electric. Out B. Wow. And that is...
Goodness.
That is Kazuya Mishima right there.
Gus. Ah, he took it down. Hold on. You should put up the screen that has the score on it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Anyway.
All right, and now it looks like we are going to see the Luigi.
We're calling out that deli boy. We want him done with.
See if Yeah, can we get these Tiffin goons behind us out of here, please? Get them out of the camera.
I think, not to be confident or cocky, I think this will be a quick one. So far of this set, we've seen Luigi Kazuya a couple of times, and each time it's ended poorly for the Kazuyas.
Yeah.
I feel like whatever was happening game one last time they faced each other, Blake has gotten past it. He's figured out what he was doing wrong. But, you know, the drive of a team who's on the precipice of moving on.
Right now.
Both players are going to have that drive.
All right, this is all the pressure right now. You know, Illinois only up by one stock. Luigi's going to try to just clean up this stock as quick as he can. To find that combo. Already up to 75%. You know, showing Kazuya, yeah,
He was Kazuya
I can do exactly what you can do.
Kazuya. And are we going to see it?
That
Yes,
percent
we
right
are.
there is going to be down throw, up B range.
It's an art form. You know, Kazuya, when he gets his 0 to death, it's cheesy. We can all admit it's cheesy, and it's not fun to watch. Luigi's 0 to deathing is an art form.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, it's equally corny. But Kazuya just makes me more mad because.
But it takes more work to do Luigi's, and there's so many different ones.
There's a lot of potential for freestyling, which is what I think is cool about Luigi.
This is Deli Boyd and Blake 645. And even here,
I was gonna say, yeah, we're not gonna be here Sunday.
We've not yet seen this entire time.
I was just
going
going to say,
even.
first game, you know, Luigi had 1 stock, Toon Link had 3. The second game, Toon Link had 1 stock, Luigi had 3, and this time, both characters going in 3 stocks apiece.
I think this will decide it.
I was gonna say this is gonna be the deciding game right now.
Whoever comes out on top here is going to be most likely the one who ends the game.
I was gonna say it really comes down to who can win this for their team and, you know, put their school at the advantage right now. And, you know, you said both these players have played each other many times. They're good friends. It's just a matter of, you know, who can come out on top. I'm not too sure. I assume he just wants to get in Toon Link's face and try to box it
Get
down
that
best he
plunger
can.
out.
Charge the green missile, backstage.
That's a good back air there to get him away.
Not opting for Zaire, opting for down tilt instead. Goes for the up B, not going to get it. Link hit by his own bomb, so not going to be able to follow up with forward air. feel like this first stock is going to kind of set the tone for the whole game right now. Both players just playing as safe as they can until they find a good grab. Back air. Not going to
So
kill. Wow,
close.
good DI. Gonna hit the Zaire. Throw out another one.
Oh,
Just gotta
man.
get the timing right. Deli Boy's gonna make it back to stage. Gonna find the bomb forward air. Not gonna kill though. Likes in a dangerous spot. Doesn't.
Oh.
Had the jump. Was too far down though. Couldn't make it back.
But
And
Deli Boy
takes the
just-
lead.
Just standing there, both of them on shield, trying to read each other.
And Deli Boy gonna be racking up a lot of early percent here. Already at 53 on the Luigi. Gonna try to get in. Try to finish off this first stock. 92% right now on Luigi. Deli Boy gonna be off stage. Bomb in hand, make it back. Blake looking for the grab. Not able to find it though. Forward air, and that is gonna take the stock. Still winnable though.
Yeah, it's, you know, a familiar territory for him. We saw it earlier in this set. Tried to read the roll
There we
there,
go.
but
Good
not
back
gonna
air
get it.
from Luigi.
So down a stock, but we know Luigi can get rid of that stock real quick
Very
with
quickly.
very little work.
Oh, thought he's gonna find the grab there. That would have been big. Deli Boy is that kill percent for Luigi. Just one grab.
On the board.
Back air chains into the up air,
He's just gotta-
89%. Can Blake find the
Good,
opening
great
here?
grab
Try to
there.
take another stock off. A lot of shield pressure.
Oh,
I assume he went for the shield break there. Bomb forward air. That is going to take the stock.
that's going to make a big difference.
And now Illinois is put in a good spot, up 2 stocks with their best player. And now Bethel going to be sending in their last player
Mr.
on the brawler.
Afro.
Mr. Afro.
Amani here.
That's a fire tag.
Very good one.
I mess with
and,
that.
And his like mini tag is Ank. You got just all of them are good.
I like that a lot. All right, all right, all right. How? I was gonna say, you said he's played this matchup a bit with Blake's secondaries team.
Stop the battle.
And we saw it earlier.
He did get a stock off.
What's scary is the Kazuya behind him. But take
Yo.
it one game at a time.
I was gonna
That's
say,
my go-to thing.
he got, you know, the end of the road's all the way over here, but he's got a big wall of a Toon Link right here. But, you know, on the other side of that wall is a whole other character we don't know yet. Could be a Kazuya, could be a Ridley, could be a DK. All right, jumping in.
Good grab there.
Hey, Red, can you change the tag?
Red.
Change the tag to Mr. Afro.
And that's
Deli Boy is
great
gonna
recovery.
SD. And just like that,
We take those.
you know, that kind of
Great
sets
grab.
the tone right there, you know.
Great
Deli Boy
grab.
was going up, but he's kind of just lost a lot of momentum right there on that SD. Brawler got put in a pretty much a perfect scenario right there.
Yeah.
Took one in game 2. You just got to try to find a way to get in and take this last stock. Try to get it early with the thrupper. A lot of pressure.
And that's this kind of matchup when you're the person. I mean, you do recognize if you're Amani here that you're at the ability disadvantage. The
unfortunate air dodge, and we'll get caught by the up air.
you know, Deli Boy is a good going to be the player. He's a top player, and you know that. So you want to get rid of the stock early. You don't want to be trying to stick around building up that damage because odds are he's going to be putting that damage right back.
Nice.
I know Bruno. I'm friends with him.
Back here,
Oh.
back here. Oh, I thought we were going to see the up B for the stock finish. Only going to be knocking Brawler off stage again.
Good recovery here. All it takes at this point is one upper, maybe a mock punch.
Down throw for upper. I don't know percent that go, or I don't know what percent that's true at. Ooh, gonna miss the mock punch. Wow, not the end lag on that move, surprisingly.
That's why it's a good one.
107 right now on Tank. Yeah, if you can find that mock punch, that will definitely kill. We got to be careful here.
And he needs to remember you can do it on shield and it'll grind their shield down.
We saw MK Leo lose a stock to that before.
Yep.
He dropped shield. Ooh, bomb up there.
Unfortunate.
Will take the stock.
Okay.
All he's got to do is, you know, take a deep breath.
And hit
stock,
a mock
the mock
punch.
punch. And that will kill.
All right.
Down, but not out. Brawler with 1 stock going into Illinois' last player.
See, that's good. I love that. I love that win screen.
Will it be a Kazuya? Will it be a DK? Will it be a Ridley?
My money's on Kazuya.
I would assume that would be the safe pick.
But Smash is a fun game. 3 stocks are always possible. Like we saw Deli Boy there with the SD. Those make a big difference, right? And
it looks like they are going to be sending in Kazuya as their last player, hoping he can just, you know, go in and take that last stock quick. So all the pressure right now on
it's getting late here
on me Brawler. Because I think we still got 1 more game after this. It feels late. Look how dark it is outside. I think wouldn't it be like 6:30 though? Or you're just gonna jump right into it? Heard that.
But
this is gonna be a tough one for Brawler, for sure. You know, fighting at a deficit, swimming upstream,
going to hollow, and deep breaths.
This is the other one. It's not Funny Guy, Red. This is like with a K, I think.
Kazuya.
Yeah, he fixed it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. All right.
Takes 2. And then just, as my team is saying behind him, take all of your hatred. Kind of dark side advice over here. Take all your hate, all your anger towards this character.
Channel it into
taking him down.
We're going to see the electric. Air dodge off. Dangerous. Fast faller. Oh my gosh, that'd be so bad if he just down beat and drug him off stage right there.
Yeah. And that might be, honestly, because you don't usually see them, since you don't see them go for that often, that early, maybe that's the idea that they have right now.
Wow. Stopping him and Dragon Punch and F Smash will take the stock. Illinois will go up to win 2-1 over Bethel. A very close game.
One.
It went, what? It was 2 stock deficit, 2 stock,
deficit,
and 3
stock.
Very good game right there from both schools.
So best of luck to Illinois Wesleyan
playing up against Manchester in losers finals. That'll be an exciting one. But eager to see that.
I do think I'm gonna be done for the day.
Yes,
I'm gonna go hang out with my team.
Good stuff to you and your team. Thanks for joining me here on Comms, and we will be back soon.
Top 4 is a great place to end.
That's very good.
It's no shame ending in the top 4. But yeah.
All right,
but thank you guys for joining us.
Yes.
And very shortly, you'll be seeing losers finals
of Manchester versus Illinois.